This video is going to be about the EGR valve from this Yaris Hybrid. We're going to see what values you need to read at the connector using a simple voltmeter. These are going to be the known good values on this car, so you can use them on your car when something goes wrong on the EGR valve. And since I know that a lot of you guys want to see how to remove and clean it, let's do that first, and then we're going to do the diagnose part. First, I'm going to remove this coolant hose. We've got the hose clamp here. Shouldn't be too much coolant coming out, so. And place it aside. Now I don't want coolant to come out all the time from this nozzle, so I'm going to block it with this glove, and I'm going to use this rubber O-ring, just like that. Okay. Now with the 12mm, let's remove these two nuts, and we have to disconnect this pipe which connects to the intake manifold. Now with the 10mm, let's remove these two. Let's disconnect this wiring harness. The pipe is out, and you can give it a nice clean. Inspect here for carbon buildup, because there can be a lot. Now if you look on the side here, you're going to see a 12mm. Let's remove the nut. Then you're going to want to remove this bolt from here, because you've got a bracket in the way, and otherwise you cannot take out the EGR valve. So you're going to need a E8. Here it comes. Now you've got a 12mm bolt here and one on the other side, and that can be extremely challenging. However, I managed to put my wrench in here. Alright, so it's kind of impossible to remove this bolt from here. So what you have to do is to take out this black bracket, and to do that you've got two bolts here. Let's remove these first. I can tell you this EGR valve is overly complicated here. Okay, and we've got the bracket out. We just need access to this bolt here. Okay, now it's awesome. One is out. And here we go, guys. The EGR valve is almost out. We've got one more coolant hose. So we've got the hose clamp here. And here we go. Now I can obstruct the hose. And from this point we can begin the fun part, or the boring part. So let's do some tests on it. Between pin number 1 and pin number 2, 20 ohms, 1 and 3, 39 ohms, 1 and 4, nothing, 1 and 5, nothing, 1 and 6, nothing. Between 2 and 3, 20 ohms. And as I said, you can use these values to compare them with the values on your car. So this is what we're going to test next. The mechanical part. As you can see, we've got that plunger in there, which needs to move. Let's press on the power button 2 times. I will reconnect the EGR valve. Okay, so I thought this active test will make the valve move. The engine must run in order to gradually open it. So I still want to see if that valve can move. As you can see inside there, that's the plunger, which needs to move out. Let's see if it can do that. Okay, that's definitely not stuck. The problem is that this engine doesn't idle. You have to press on the acceleration pedal, and that's not stable, so you cannot clearly see the effect of opening the EGR valve while the engine is running, because it's not idling in a steady level. Okay, so if you have a closer look here, you're gonna see in the middle here the white wire down and the green one here. Those are the 12-volt power supply which will open and close the valve. Well, we've got nothing at the moment. That makes sense because the valve is not activated. 0.2 volts between the big green one and the yellow one. Now let's turn the car off, clean the EGR valve, and reinstall it back. Now let's place the gasket on and reconnect the bolts. I'm not gonna release the coolant yet because it will come out through this point. So let's reconnect first this bracket. Finally reconnect this special bolt here. Okay guys, so that was it about the EGR valve on this Toyota Hybrid. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up as usual. And don't forget to subscribe. You get a lot of free videos about cars. So stay tuned and I will see you in the next video.